Hi, so story time. How I ended up giving birth in a car. Okay, so this was me, my third pregnancy, and with my first two pregnancies, my birth is always like very, very fast. Okay, so even with my first pregnancy, I got to the hospital when I was like 8 cm. Then my second pregnancy, I went to the hospital around that same 8 cm. I don't know whether I do not understand the pain or like it is really true or like really. So sometimes when I see people in labor pains and it's prolonged, like my brain does not understand it, okay, because I haven't experienced that before. Yeah, so this was my third pregnancy, and uh, I got to 40 weeks, there was no baby. Okay, there was no baby. So I started becoming worried, just like every other woman would be worried. And I remember that particular day, I do really walk a lot in all my pregnancies. When I'm pregnant, that is when I take my exercise seriously. So I'll walk. That's when I'll know every part of my area. Okay, so that particular day, I remember walking. Yes, I walking through my area a lot. And I'm tired, I'll sit down and then take some water, then I'll continue. A lot of people will be seeing me and be like, hey, why are you walking? But I knew what I was doing, okay? So on that day, I waited the whole day, there was no labor. But throughout that time too, I was having forced contractions, like my uterus will contract a little, I'll feel the pain, but it wasn't anything much. Okay, I waited around 9:30, nothing was coming, so I went to bed. In the night, I felt like urinating. Like I woke up around 10:30, and I felt like you feel like urinating, so go and urinate. I have a container or maybe chamber pot or whatever you call it close to my bed. Okay, and so I stood up and I tried to use it. Then I realized that the urine wasn't coming. All of a sudden, I had like a severe contraction. I had a serious contraction. Then this contraction will not stop. Okay, so this contraction will not stop, and my husband was not around, so we had to call somebody that we have arranged with. Always arrange your transportation. But this person lived like 10 minutes away, and my mom was like, no, I know how your births are. You will not get to the hospital if we call this man to come. And so he went to my neighbor. There's an allergy. Thank you, allergy. So there's this allergy just at the back of my house. We are neighbors. My mom called him, and immediately he came with his brother. They came with the car. They did not delay. I don't think they went beyond 5 minutes. Okay, I started feeling the pain. When I sat in the car, I was at the back. I had the strong edge. 1, 2, and the baby's head was coming. How was that my fault? The baby's head was coming. Okay, and so they had to deliver the baby quickly. They had to deliver this baby. My mother had to become the midwife, and she delivered the baby. Okay, yes, and after she delivered the baby, was left with the placenta. My mom was afraid of the placenta. Yeah, so my mom was afraid to touch the placenta because she said it's not safe to just play with placenta, and that if you start bleeding, they cannot contain it. So she drove me, no, Alhaji drove me straight to the hospital, okay? And before we got to the hospital, the placenta had detached, and being a midwife, I knew it, okay? So immediately I got there, the midwife came. It was even in my perineum, so she removed the placenta. They cleaned the baby, they cleaned me. Everything was just like that. I had a little tear, it was sutured. Okay, so please, if by mistake you even have, what I had was called precipitate labor. So in precipitate labor, it's like labor happens so fast, okay, that the woman has no control, and it comes so fast. It's not because the woman is that did not feel pain. So when I went to the hospital, I was surprised. Some of the midwives later were like, hey, Sally, so do you mean that you never felt pain and all that? There's something we call precipitate labor, and that is what happened. Okay, I know a lot of women will say like, I like this birth, I like this birth, it looks so simple, I like it. But precipitated labor have its own effects. One, for my baby, the environment was not sterile, okay, because it was in a car. Just imagine a car somebody has been using every day, maybe here, you know. And so she ended up getting some antibiotics and all that, just to make sure that she doesn't get any serious infection and all that. Yeah, so that is it. That is how come I ended up giving birth in a car. It was so fast, it was uncontrollable and all that. But I thank God that everything is fine. The baby is doing well. She's about 7 years old now, or six years old now. Yes, so thank you. I love to share best stories. When I come back, I'm going to interview lots of women about their best stories as well. So I'm starting with myself. Get ready. If you want me to interview you, you can let me know. When I come back, we will meet. Okay, have a great day. Bye.